They think they want something. But what happens when you take the tribal chief out of this situation? I don't think they're willing. I think everybody's like, oh, the grass is greener, but when they get to the other side.
Welcome to a new time. Welcome to a new era.
In other words, they'll miss you when you're gone.
For sure.
Yeah.
100%. I mean, I think our absence will just highlight us even more.
More than you'll ever know. I won Roman 2.
The way Cody Rhodes carries the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion feels off. Cody was the people's champ before becoming the official champion. He was the person we all wanted to see succeed. Now, with the title in his grasp, skipping his segments becomes a tempting option. He finally achieved his dream of winning the championship his father couldn't. However, after the confettis faded and the roar of the crowd became a distant memory, a nagging feeling has persisted whenever I am watching SmackDown. Cody's championship reign is missing something. His segments leave me cold with the channel flipper's itch creeping in. In this video, I will explain why Cody's championship run feels flat and what could be done to turn it around. For everything to make sense, I need to explain a bit about how Cody became the champion he is today. For those of you who don't know, Cody's wrestling journey is a story of defying expectations and carving out your own path, trapped in the glittery, but creatively stifling. Cody took a bold leap when he left WWE in May of 2016. He left the biggest wrestling stage and ventured into the independent circuit, proving his talent. This independent run culminated in a historic event, All In, a wrestling show he co-promoted that drew a massive crowd. It was a shot across the bow of the wrestling world, proving there was a passionate audience for wrestlers like him. He then landed in AEW, a new wrestling promotion with a hunger for fresh faces. There, he embraced his American Nightmare persona, a charismatic hero battling the system. He rose through the ranks in All Elite Wrestling, but ultimately things did not work out there, and he ended up coming back home to World Wrestling Entertainment, where he finally achieved what he always wanted and became a champion. It's a full circle, poetic, motivating story. He had to leave the place he called home to become great in that very place. He was a young wrestler stuck in his nest, like a baby eagle with its wings clipped. It was safe there, but he couldn't reach his full potential, so he left to take a chance on his own. The world outside was tough, but it made him stronger. He overcame his doubts and got even better. Then he came back home a champion, ready to take on anyone with a whole new level of power. He left to become a star, and that's exactly what he did, even coming back to conquer the place that once held him back. It's an amazing story which shows why we adored him. He felt like one of us, the underdog who clawed his way to the top. He is the ultimate good guy, a modern-day John Cena with that same charisma you just can't fake. But since dethroning Roman Reigns, Cody's reign as champion feels flat. It's like he conquered the mountain, but forgot the epic victory celebration. Cody's title reign feels like a borrowed crown. The lack of worthy opponents makes his victories feel hollow, leaving doubt about his true strength. After all, a champion's greatness is only as impressive as the challenges they overcome. He holds the belt with a shrug, like it's just another prop, not the symbol of his blood, sweat, and tears. It's as if the fire that drove him to the top has vanished. As of the recording of this video, Cody's been champ for 94 days, and, well, let's just say the excitement has worn off. It's not that I dislike him, but his reign feels a bit stale. I can barely remember who he's even defended against. The only name that comes to mind is AJ Styles, and that feels like ages ago. This title run needs a spark, something to make me want to see what happens next. Cody's championship win had me buzzing. I envisioned epic clashes with legends like Randy Orton, Brock Lesnar, and dream matches against CM Punk, John Cena, or even The Rock. Top guys like Bobby Lashley and Drew McIntyre felt like perfect opponents to solidify Cody's champion status. SummerSlam, one of WWE's biggest stages, seemed primed for a different kind of champion's defense. Now, it looks like Cody's locked in a showdown with Solo Sikoa, not exactly the epic clash I was hoping for. With Roman Reigns out of the picture, Cody's reign feels a bit uninspired. His current feuds feel a bit stale, lacking the intensity and intrigue of his original chase for the championship. It's clear the WWE is hinting at a future clash with Randy Orton, but for now, nothing interesting is happening. I find myself more invested in the ongoing CM Punk, Drew McIntyre, and Seth Rollins feud than anything Cody's involved in right now. That's a problem. WWE needs to find a way to reignite Cody's fire and give him a fresh narrative that grabs the audience's attention. Right now, Cody's reign feels like a lukewarm sequel compared to the epic championship run of Roman Reigns, and one of the reasons for that is his finishing move. Hitting his finisher 3 times on every opponent dilutes its impact and makes him look less formidable. Imagine Brock Lesnar after his first F5 fails. The shock and rage on his face were captivating because everyone knew one F5 usually ended the fight. That unpredictability is what keeps fans engaged. Cody needs a similar level of impact with his finisher. Make us believe that one crossroads could be all it takes. Cody's finishing move feels flat. Witnessing it, you struggle to believe it'll actually put his opponent away for the 3 count. Casually overusing it against various foes reinforces the perception of Cody as a hero lacking true might. He craves battles against wrestling's elite, the absolute best. Only by conquering such adversaries can we truly enjoy his run as champion. Remember Cody's electrifying rise to the championship? We believed in his immense potential. But if his defenses become a string of mid-carder matchups, it reeks of complacency, a comfy chair, a far cry from a champion's throne. To truly embody the champion we know he can be, Cody needs to face the big dogs, the fiercest competition. Variety is the lifeblood of wrestling, and the championship scene desperately needs heavyweight contenders. They'll not only elevate the title's prestige but also solidify Cody's reign as the true champion we know he can become. To show you what I mean, we need to talk about the person Cody is usually compared with the most. When John Cena was champion from September 17, 2006 to October 2, 2007, you wanted to watch every second of his reign and you wanted it to last forever. The championship belt wasn't just metal and leather for Cena. It was a badge of honor, a testament to his blood, sweat, and guts. Every match was a war, and as he pushed himself to the absolute limit, his grip on the title tightened with each defense. Whether draped across his shoulder or cinched tight around his waist, it wasn't just an object, it was an extension of himself, a symbol of his hard-earned glory. John Cena's reign wasn't just holding a title, it was clinging to the top of a mountain with hungry wolves snapping at his heels. Every challenger was a storm cloud threatening to unleash a downpour of defeat. But Cena, with grit etched on his face and fire in his eyes, wouldn't budge. He'd dig his fingers deeper into the championship belt, a symbol of his relentless will, and roar back at the storm. But ever since Cody became champion, I no longer feel that urgency or desire to see what Cody is up to this week. It all feels very boring and not entertaining. Cody Rhodes is a superstar, don't get me wrong. He is probably the most beloved wrestler today, and I will probably get crucified in the comments for making this video. But I think a lot of people will agree with the majority of the points I'm making in this video. This should be the time when we enjoy the payoff of watching Cody struggle to become champion, not the days where people are chanting. Cody's reign is still young, whether things will change for the better remains to be seen, but for now, I am not entertained.